Certified Financial Educator, and Virginia's joining us at the Modern Salon Independent Boot Camp because she is going to give us some real talk on financial literacy. Her description of the program is really about sort of filling in the gaps.
Yeah.
Where you are, where you want to be, and what do you need to do in the middle there to close that gap. So Virginia, I love your story. Can you tell me a little bit about your background and what made you want to get into this kind of work and why you love working with hairdressers specifically?
Absolutely. I think I was a hairdresser once upon a time myself. So like you said, first and foremost, I appreciate you having me on here, and I'm so looking forward to seeing everybody at the event. So I'm honored to be here with Modern Salon. And I think one of the most important things that we can do in life is give back. So this is definitely one way for me to be able to do that. And, you know, I got started in this industry, in the financial industry, 21 years ago, right? I was only 5 at the time. I'm just kidding. But you know, when I got started, the reason why I was so driven to learn about money and to learn about these concepts was because my mom was an independent hairstylist. And we didn't call them entrepreneurs back in the day because we didn't know what the heck that word meant. So she was just a business owner. She had a license. At times she would, you know, rent a booth. At times she would work at a commission. At times she would just, you know, do a concierge service, sit in her car, load up all of her stuff and drive from house to house to cut hair and do this and do that. And she was very busy. She was very busy. Unfortunately, her bank account didn't seem very busy with money. So seeing her go through life as an independent stylist, and she loved what she did. She was an artist in her own right, and nobody could repeat what she did. And when she became disabled, you know, she fell in her own kitchen, mopping her own floor, and she just fell one day and had a herniated disc and was pretty much paralyzed waist down. And that was the end of her career. And, you know, sometimes I say, you know, being in the industry, in the beauty industry, on your feet all the time, with the hair and the blow dryer and the back and forth and the carpet tunnel and the arthritis, I feel like it's sometimes as severe as somebody being in construction. And unfortunately, because the way they make money in the industry is very different from any other job, saving money and being educated about what to do with that money just doesn't exist in that industry. So my mom's way of, you know, patching up a financial emergency was she'll suck it up, go to work, cut more hair, do more jobs, do this, do that, just to make ends meet. And I saw her band-aid her financial life for most of her life. And, you know, when we lost my dad and she became the breadwinner and things just became harder and harder. So I wanted to learn what is it that the wealthy know or do that my mom didn't know. And because she didn't have a lot of money, she was left behind by the industry. And I just became very passionate about, you know, righting a wrong, if you will, right? She was a good person. She did good things. She helped people. Sometimes she wouldn't take money for, you know, making somebody feel good because they were in a bad place. And, you know, we know walking out of the salon how we feel, right, at the end of the day. And I saw her be a good person, but be left behind. So I just wanted to be able to get into the environment and first make a difference for her, but she wasn't the only one. I saw so many people that were just like that. And, you know, working with stylists in the industry, big brands, small brands, brands of all sorts. At the end of the day, I found out, and it's important to know that it's not what you make, it's what you keep. And then it's what you do with what you keep. And because, you know, most of us in the industry don't fit the status quo, or we don't fit the, you know, the boxes that are handed out to most people. We don't fit in that category. We're simply left behind. And then you're left to struggle yourself to try to patch up the things yourself. And, you know, sometimes we have a big wound that needs stitches and we keep putting a Band-Aid on. And that's not going to work. So, you know, for me to be able to realize how I can help my mom and how I can help the industry, I kind of grew up in it. Believe it or not, I know how to highlight hair. I know how to cut. She taught me these things because when she couldn't work, I had to fill in, and I don't have a license. I don't have the skills, but I saw what she was going through. And, you know, one thing set in was, you know, because of her disability, when her income stopped, when she stopped working, her income stopped, but the bills didn't stop. and your mortgage company doesn't care, and your credit card company doesn't care, and you tend to run out of money real quick when there's an emergency. And if there's nothing or no one to back you up, it becomes a big deal. So believe me, I've gone through quite a bit of ups and downs financially, and seeing my mom in the industry struggle just made me get up and want to first learn about it so that I never have to repeat her mistakes, but at the same time help her get on her feet. And it's just by default has put me in an environment where I've helped her friends and her friends' friends, and just kind of went like, wildfire from then on. So I've got a little bit of an insight on how that world works. Yeah.
You really do. And that we're so lucky because you not only have the financial smarts, but you also have the heart and the passion for supporting these stylists. So
Absolutely.
that's what we're doing. I love that your mission aligns with ours. So I don't want to give away everything. So I love that we just know that this is your approach. It sounds very common sense, very practical, very kind of hit the ground running, take this information, walk out the door and start implementing it in your life.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely. And it's
Virginia,
not hard. It's not hard. That's one of the
it's
biggest
not,
things that they're, the audience is going to learn. It's not hard. You could change your life no matter where you've been from, no matter where you've come from, no matter where you're at. What I love about what you guys are doing in terms of giving back, they're going to be able to take actionable steps without buying a program or a product or this whistle, this bell, this shiny object. We have it within us. The first thing we'll approach is your emotional way of you doing things. And if you build some habits, stop trying to change bad habits. It's too hard. But if you can build some solid habits that you can walk out with and you can implement every single day, you're going to learn just how big of a change you're going to be able to make with making changes with small habits. Make small changes, it adds up to big things. So I'm so excited about this event, and I'm so excited to make a difference with you guys. So looking forward to it, definitely.
I can tell you're excited, and that makes me that much more excited. So I can't wait until November 8th, and I'll see you at Independent Boot Camp.
Absolutely. We'll see you guys there. Bye.
Thank you so much.